Hi there folks, thanks for clicking onto my channel today. This is Cooking with Sasha China, and today I'm going to show you how I make a quick and easy beef pho. So some people call it pho, some people call it pho, some people call it pho. So when I say quick and easy, I mean still going to have heaps of flavour in there. There's a few ingredients that I couldn't get a hold of, so I have substituted it with a different type, i.e. the basil. You see the top left hand corner there, you actually meant to use Thai basil. I couldn't get some, so I'm going to use a wee bit of the normal basil. So what we've got on the chopping board today is obviously some bean sprouts, my thinly sliced beef, some spring onions. I haven't got any fresh lemongrass, so I am going to use lemongrass paste, some fresh ginger, cinnamon, coriander powder. You are meant to use seeds, but I've only got powder, fennel seeds, cardamom pods, and that weird excuse for a star anise. I usually do have more, but that's my last one. And some lime. Also some coriander, some mushrooms, and of course you're meant to use the proper pho noodles, but all I have is rice noodles. So this is just my version of a beef pho, of what I have in the cupboard. And yeah, hope you enjoy it. Let's get cooking. And also, Monique, there we go, for you. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do, now normally pho, chicken, beef, or anything takes over 24 hours because you need to get that soup stock base perfect. If you are going to do a quick version like I am, the first thing you're going to need to do is obviously simmer about a kilo of beef bones or 200 grams of beef flank, put in some 2 onions there and boil that away. Now, I haven't got any beef bones at the moment, so what I am using is a cheat, and obviously I'm probably going to get trolled for this, but I am using a bit of beef stock, and also I've got in my pot ready here my little faux sachet in there as well, my green onions and my ginger. So I'm going to simmer that off, and then obviously we're going to crack on with everything else. So if anyone is wondering which noodle soup base pho I used, this is the one I'm using. Like I said, I haven't got any beef bones on me. I'm going to use the beef stock with this, with the veggies in there. So now I'm going to add in my cinnamon sticks, ground coriander, star anise, cardamom pods, fennel seeds, and some more ginger. All in there, and now we're going to let that simmer away. Simmer away. Forgot to say, I did add in some lemongrass paste as well, about a teaspoon in. Okay, so the faux broth has been simmering away for about an hour and a half now. So as I said at the beginning of the video, I didn't have any beef bones, but what I did have was a steak that needed using. So I thought, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, put the steak in here to make it real beefy, and then obviously I'm going to slice it up, and I have it for my lunch tomorrow at work. So as you can see, this broth is looking really good. I have tasted it and it is amazing. There is a steak again, so yeah. We're going to keep letting it simmer. Like I said, this is a cheat, quick beef pho. Alrighty, so what I've done now, I have actually strained everything out of there. As you can see, I'm going to pour that back in. But this beef pho is tasting absolutely amazing. Really, really good. I've taken everything out. I put the steak in there to cool down, because that's what I'm actually going to cook the... Oh, somebody sent me a message. I'm going to cook the noodles in that, but I need to turn that on at the moment. So as you can see, this stock is looking good. There's still a few bits in there, but you know, we'll sort it out. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do now, our broth is doing amazingly well. I've actually drained it and taken pretty much everything out of it. As you can see, the only bits remaining was the bits left from the steak. Gonna put that whole over there. We got our noodle pot ready, so it's the hot water with a bit of the stock seasoning in it as well. We're now going to quickly cook off our veggies. So by doing that, just get yourself a nice sieve Put it on the side like that, and we're going to cook off our mushrooms. We're also going to quickly blanch our steak, and then once we've got that, we're going to build it up in our bowl and then pour our hot stock on top, and that's what's going to cook the rest of it. Okay, so while the mushrooms are cooking away, I have actually sliced up the thin steaks, because usually what you do, you put the steaks into the bowl raw and then pour the hot stock over it and that will cook it. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to quickly blanch it in the hot water that is over here with the mushrooms. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is actually put in our noodles. So this dinner is just for me, because as His Majesty doesn't want any, I'm going to now just cook those off. And then once I've done that, I'm going to put it in a nice ice cold bath. So the key is here to actually break up the noodles. Remember, keep it in the sieve, so that way whatever seasonings or big seasonings you have in there, it's not going to interrupt the noodles. Interrupt, but you know what I mean. Once the noodles are done, we're now going to transfer them into an ice cold bath. Like so. In we go. Ooh, shucks a rocks. Alrighty, so once your noodles are in the ice bath, you got your spring onions cut up, you got your mushrooms blanched, your bean sprouts raw still, make sure they're still raw, your herbs on a plate in your bowl, your lime's there. So once your broth is bubbling away nicely, leave that to sit for a couple of minutes, and now it's time to quickly blanch the meat. Now I know that normally when you do a pho, you put the meat in with the raw ingredients and then the stock itself cooks it, but me being me, I'm just gonna, you know, pop that in there and get that cooking away. Blanch it. Already got our meat in, we're now going to blanch it. So make sure that's on the side there, and we're going to use the same tool that we used to put it in there, get it covered. We'll come back when that's done. It's literally going to take seconds. Alrighty, so that was literally like a couple of seconds. Look at that beef, it's looking really tender, looking really lovely. Our stock is good, and what I have done, I have built my bowl. So I got my noodles in there, my basil, my mushrooms, my spring onions, bean sprouts, lime and coriander. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay the beef on there and then pour in the stock, and it is ready to go. Okay folks, so now this is the time. I got my stock here, it is real hot and nice, and now we're going to pour it all over. We're going to saturate this whole entire meal. It's a little bit hard when I'm recording and everything, but we're going to do that, and that is our beef pho. Obviously I need a deeper dish, but you know what? It's looking good and I can smell it. I cannot wait to get into it. And we'll get ready when it's done. Oh, I'll come back when it's done. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my quick and easy beef pho. So, there we go. It looks so good. I literally cannot wait to divulge and get in there and eat it. So, I'm going to have to cut this video short. Thanks for watching, guys. This was Cooking with Sasha China. See you guys in my next one. Please like and subscribe. And, yeah. Bye.